Hey everybody, my name is Spammals and welcome back to Titanic World, a series where we look at games that allow you to play as Titanic. Without any more stalling, let's begin! Welcome to the game! Now today's game is Grand Theft Auto and today's Titanic is this magnificent steed! Look at that! Doesn't that look amazing? Now I know what you're thinking, Spammals! We've already done a Grand Theft Auto Titanic. Is not this the same? No, it's not! This is very different because if you remember back, the last mod, you couldn't do anything with it. It had zero playability. You couldn't really, well, you couldn't go inside it. You couldn't walk around it. It wasn't even one-to-one scale. So when you did sit inside of it, it was like being in a clown car. But this is the Virtual Sailor 7 Carl Huddock model. And it's been used with permissions for a change, which is very nice. They got permission from Carl and Honor and Glory. I don't know why they had to give permission, but anyway, they have worked it into the game, and it is very beautiful. Yeah, there's some kind of graphical tears going on up on the promenade deck, but look beyond that, because this has a lot of gems inside, and we're going to go through them one by one together. But wait, just before we go on board, we're going to do a 360 of this and take in some of its natural beauty, and there's plenty of it. So, originally released back in 2010 for the game Virtual Sailor 7, Kyle's Titanic has gone on to become the world's most downloaded, used, and abused Titanic mod of all time, and this is in no part down to its high quality in detail. The textures are glorious. It has interior rooms to run around and explore, but one of the downfalls of Virtual Sailor 7 was that you couldn't actually walk around the ship. You had to kind of orbit a camera around, and that's kind of shit. No one wants to do that. But here in Grand Theft Auto, you're going to get your feet on the ground and have a good snoop around. It's going to be awesome fun. Plus, the weather systems in this game are going to give it increased realism and epicness. We're going to make it rainy, stormy, sunny, shiny, snowy, whatever you want. It's going to be awesome. It's going to give it extreme playability. Now, without any more stalling, let's get on board. Welcome on board. Right, kicking things off, we're going to do this in first person view for best results, and dear God, isn't that beautiful? No matter where you stick your face, things just look glorious. I mean, look at this. This ship's massive, and being in first person view, you really get a sense of the depth, of the scale, of just the sheer mass of this ship. I mean, look at that, looking back down. Now, if you've been a fan of the channel for a while, you know very well I've played pretty much every single Titanic game going. And it's been a while now since I played a Titanic game, but being back in this, I'm getting goosebumps already. I love this ship so much, and being on board is just divine. Right, we're going to start at the bridge, head down the port side, and do a 180. Cool? So, bridge. Here is the bridge, and there's the wheelhouse. Now, things to know are, doors open, you can come in. If they're closed, you can't go through. It's a fact of life, don't try and change it. If you do, Google will crash, and the world will explode. Anyway, stand up on here looking over the bow. Oh, it's so good. And the bridge wing. Oh, it's good. It's good. I'm going to say that a lot this episode. It's good. Oh, God, it's so good. Moving onwards down the port side of the boat deck. What to say? I mean, okay, I guess the first thing I must point out is the expansion joints. Sure, it's missing its blast plackiness, but there you go. The one time I didn't mention the expansion joint, I had someone in the comments, by the way, Spammals, you missed the expansion joint, you dickhead. Dear God, look at this. Everything is a photograph, right? I mean, you just want to take screenshots all the time. It's just so good, and I love how the sun's hitting the funnels, all the colors, all the textures. It's so nice. This ship is so beautiful. Yeah, the second class, they get the aft portion of the boat deck to themselves. And in a way, I kind of prefer their bit. They're higher up. They're overlooking first class, which is a little strange to me. And yeah, you get a bit of third class. Whatever. And they have their staircase, which we can also go into, but we're going to do that later on. Got your raised platforms, lifeboats, cranes, deck cranes, the ocean! As I said, the benefits of doing this in Grand Theft Auto is the weathers system. And look at those waves. This water is beautiful, and I love how the color changes in the water as well. It isn't just, this is blue, water is blue. No, oh, the sun. It's so good! Now, this is the aft grand staircase dome covering. Underneath that is the dome. We are being rebels right now. There's the aft expansion joint. Just for those new in the class, an expansion joint. There's two, there's one forward, there's one aft, because a ship naturally flexes in real life. As it rides the waves, it does this, wibbity-wobbity. And the expansion joints just allows it to breathe, as it were. If there were none and it was all super-duper rigid, it may get stress fractures and bad things may happen. Right, we're done on boat deck, more or less. Let's go down to A deck. Oh, this is so good. Oh. Okay. We're looking over the bow. Let's go down the promenade deck. Oh, I mean, I really wish there were deck chairs out. And of course, this model is 7 years old by this point. It's 2017 at the time of recording. Kyle has evolved so much as a modeler. I mean, this is not the model that you're going to see in Titanic Honor and Glory. He is building a brand new one for that. But in spite of that, this model is still fantastic. I mean, there's a VR mod for this game. I don't have it. I don't know how to get it working. But I really would love to, because this in VR would be sublime. Now, I know before someone says it, they are making a VR Titanic. It's for Oculus Rift only. That's fucking stupid in my opinion, because it's a lesser compared to the HTC Vive. But that's a whole other conversation. Well, we're done on the A deck promenade. Down to B deck! Get in the door! Okay, it's a little bit buggy at times. That's more because I'm probably in first person rather than, like, walking around like this. It looks grumpy. Oh, this ship hasn't sailed yet. Do you know how much money it's costing to keep me in port? The conspiracy theorists are gonna go crazy. We're gonna have to sail in a straight line at full speed in order to make it to New York on time. Anyway, back to the game. Let's go on to the bow, since as we're here. So this is the forward well deck. This is where the third class can come up to. Cargo hatches and instruments and bollards and cranes and things of that nature. Now, nothing here is sadly usable. It's all just cosmetic. But screw life, I don't care. It looks good. Fun detail they've captured here. So the stairs there going up, you can take them away. And behind them, there was just a flat ladder going straight up the side of the deck. Isn't that neat that they captured that detail? You'd think somebody else would think, why bother with such a minor detail? Because Kyle cares, dagnabbit. One of the bells. The crow's nest. I'm not going to do the thing that every freaking YouTuber does when they go on a Titanic game. Like, oh my god, I'm not saying the word. But we are going to walk up to it because it is a lovely sight. I really wish this ship was still a thing. I really do. Right, auxiliary anchor. Still there on the wreck to this day. This golden boxy thing here is a telephone, believe it or not. This cargo hatch blown off on the wreck. And as it blew off, it twang against the crane here. Oh, I should explain, actually. Wait. So this crane, for those unaware, is for deploying the central anchor. So if I step into this little well deck bit here, the white bit I'm looking at straight ahead on the wall, they come away. Crane will swing round, attached to that, and it will swing... We'll swing it out the sides. Now you see this holy thing here, that's a hawser. I think that's how you pronounce it. And what would happen is, oh, you can even see the kind of edging where that panel will pop out. They would feed the anchor chain through and they would connect it, and then boosh. There you go. You can deploy the auxiliary anchor straight out the front of the bow. Boosh! Oh god, that fucking looks amazing! I just love the decking. I think the decking is what makes it really pop. Let's go right to the top. Hang on. America! Wow. To be a bird in 1912. Right, back to it. Now, standing here, there is actually a photograph on Titanic and also on Olympic. Stood in pretty much this exact spot, showing this near enough exact view. Anyway, let's crack on with our adventure. Whee, boink. So, B-deck. On Olympic, there was a B-deck promenade. On the Titanic, afraid not. They kind of took it out, put staterooms in. Yeah, it was a better option, really. I think it was reported on Olympic that the B-deck prom was kind of underused, and it was kind of just like a double up of the A-deck promenade. Like, it didn't really make a whole lot of sense to have two of them. Anyway, and we jump! Boink, boink. Loving it. We're here at the after the ship on second class. They could walk around a little bit. To be honest, second class is weird, to be very honest. They've got the boat deck up above on boat deck. Then you got A deck, which is first class. And then second class, yeah, another bit. I mean, admittedly, it's not a great deal to see. It's kind of just like weaving from port to starboard. Anyway, who cares? We're going to be naughty Susans. We're going to go down to third. What the fuck? I've got a dead seagull on board. Clearly, this is a sign of bird flu. This ship's going into quarantine. There's not a great deal to see or do in here. Sadly, there's no third class rooms or interiors to explore on this model. You should be able to enter that side door, and then with the width of there should be stairs going down, and they take you down towards the accommodation. But also, you got a general room just there, and another one on the other side, and they were accessible through those side doors. So you kind of go in and then up to access those back rooms, or in and down to get down into accommodation. Anyway, up onto the poopy deck. Got a kedge anchor there. I think that's a kedge anchor. It's an auxiliary anchor. They can use it for advanced docking maneuvering systems. Wow. You can see our shadow. You can see our shadow. See, that's missing in pretty much every other game. Look at that. I hope you can see that. I'm sure you can. So, this flagpole is even got it on a little hinge, because I've seen a photo of Olympic. That flagpole can actually swoosh back in. Some people even kind of theorized that it doubled up as a crane to help deploy this anchor, but I think that was refuted. I can't remember to be sure. I don't think that's a thing. I don't think it's load bearing enough for that anchor, which leads to the question, how did they deploy this anchor? I'm guessing just push it. Anyway, we are done on third class on the poop deck. I think it's time to take a step inside the ship known as Titanic. Look at this, first class entrance. Now this is the gymnasium, but it is closed. The door is closed, you can't see through the windows. Life is not good to us today, but we can enter the first class grand staircase. La! Now, the textures in here, they're looking a little bit dated, a little bit sad for themselves, but still, all the same, they still look very, very good. And honor and glory crowning time. It's a bit under-detailed, but you get the overall impression. So now we're on the A deck landing. There's definitely a photograph from this angle, more or less. If I find it, I'll drop it into the frame right about now. Anyway, we can't really go too far. The elevator cars, they're closed up. Not allowed in. Forward accommodation, closed up. We can go back out onto boat deck. Everybody loves boat deck. Yes, mate! Oh, that's so good. Let's get back inside. So, in theory, we should be able to go down here. Yeah, we can't. The rolling doors will not turn. That black void ahead, that should take us into the first class lounge, and that doorway on the right hand side should take us into the reading and writing room. B deck, again, quite a lot is restricted here. B deck is one of the entrances to first class, so through those doors should be a kind of a vestibule, and then the outer hull doors taking you outside the ship. They are not there. Also down here should be passenger accommodation, and you got the first class parlor suites immediately on the right here. You know what? Hang on. Can I peek-a-poo? Nope. There's a big fat nope with that. Yeah, as you can see, you've got the whole plating doors there, although very, very minimalistic, and you'd enter into an opening here and into here. All right, I'm done with this. Back to that. B deck, everybody. C deck, the purser's office. Sadly, it's just a flat texture, but I don't care. I'm having fun, dagnammit. Ah, we have accommodation for a change. Zoom! And that's as far as we can go. Invisible wall be damned. So there's no cabins you can get into on this model. So that is, I guess, a minor disappointment, even if there were just one cabin to get into. But the point of fact is, 1, this is a mod. 2, this is Grand Theft Auto. 3, we're inside the fucking Titanic. Here we are on the elegant D-deck landing reception. The marvelous candelabra right there. We can't go into the dining room, sadly. It's closed. They've black taped all the windows. You can't see them remodeling. It's a very top secret operation going on in there. Portholes. Can we see out the porthole? Hang on, crouch. Look at that! We can see an airport! Said no one, never in 1912. Anyway, I'm having fun. Oh, that's the thing. On this model, in this mod, you can't go down to E deck or F deck. But with some hacking or pressing F9, we can free cam past here. And we can go down to F deck. Well, E deck, sorry. The ceiling's a bit creepy. So here, there would be accommodation and stuff, and there's kind of remnants of the model that did have it, but they're taking it away. There should be a door there going to Scotland Road, which would connect forward and aft third class areas, as well as giving access to the crew. And down here is F deck. So through here, well, through there should be the Turkish baths. That's not included. Dadnammit. Made in China. And that should be the swimming pool. I guess it kind of is the swimming pool. Oh, splooshy. Okay, we're done here. Get back up. Buddy! And that being that, we can't connect ourselves to the aft of the ship. This is all of the interiors that are to explore forwards. But there were definitely some exteriors that we saw from the stern. So, we're going to go back out on deck, and we're going to make our way aft. And I'm going to try and do this without jump cutting. We're going to go down to the second class staircase, and we're going to go down as far as we can and see what there is to see. So as you can tell by this point of the video, it's quite a comprehensive review of this mod. I hope to think that I'm giving you a better, more fulfilled experience than any of the other videos currently out about this. More to the point, because they all seem to be doing the same kind of crap of Jack and Rose Titanic movie bullshit. The staircase just brought us down to B deck. Can we go any further down? I hope so. And yes, we can. And it just goes on to further access. Dude, another dodgy seagull. Flap! Life is not so good. There should be some... Oh, there is a door there. It's closed. That's very annoying. Could the dev not just open this pissing door? Because we can go out there. Oh, and that's as far as we can go. There's an invisible wall preventing me going any further. But with the life hacks... Where's Michael? There he is. What is down here that we otherwise would not be able to see? Goes down quite far into the ocean. It's a secret swimming pool. If you didn't have a ticket, they'd bring you to this staircase, kick you in. This is Sparta! Oosh! And then that would be that. That is all of the interiors explored. So let's have a kind of a quick recap with the out-of-body experience, going through the model to see if there's anything we missed. As you can see, most of the model is empty. Very little of it is explorable in hindsight. Well, no, that's a lie. There's very little second or third class explorable, but there's a whole big chunk of first class explorable. Now, I'm pretty sure, in fact, I'm certain the Virtual Sailor had more interiors. So my reasoning is it must be down just to the sheer weight of the model here in the game. I don't mean like how heavy it is, but how heavy on load it is. To spawn all of this in a drivable vehicle must take quite a wallop out of your system's performance. And that's the thing, we can sail this ship. It is a vehicle, it is not a static object. We can sail this, and I think it's time. Okay, welcome back to the bridge. Now you can sail it in first person like this, and what's neat is as you turn, the helm turns, even the one in the wheelhouse turns. So there's some great detailing going on already, but you can change the view if you wish, and you can sail it like this. And that looks impressive as it is. You can even go a bit further back. Wow. Wowie! You have to sound the horn 3 times before you depart dock, so... It's not quite the right tone, but... I don't care, it's fun. Right. Away! Yeah, okay. Bit faster than reality. Whatever. We are departing dock! Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool! Now, I believe, yes, you can kind of see at the bottom of the screen they're coming out the water, but the propeller blades are even turning and churning. Sadly, you can't play this game online. It's a local thing only. If you did try and take it online, well, if you didn't get banned straight away, no one else would be able to see this, because this is, you have to modify your own game files to see this. But look at this, we're going out to sea! We're on a really big wave. Wait a second. Oh, dear God! There you go. Landed it perfectly. Dear God, no! Pull up! You bastard! Well, I had the last laugh. Okay, we have arrived where I kind of intended us to be. All the people on the pier can look at me and go, wow, that's fucking beautiful. I wish I was on board that ship. And we're gonna go, no, not allowed. No. Oh, you know what? Hang on, let's use the telescope. Yes, mate. I spy a Titanic. Right. How do I get back on board? Ah! Okay, let's talk playability for a second. You can explore the ship, you can walk around the ship, you could use weapons on it if you wish, and you can sail the ship. Sure, it bugs out at times where it starts twerking more than Miley Cyrus, but on the whole, it's nearly perfect. Oh, we've even got a little sailing ship next to us. Mate. Right, what else can you do for fun beyond the model? Well, imagine if you were, it's 1912, it's April 15th, about 2 a.m. in the morning, and somehow Titanic has not sunk. And somehow Olympic was close enough, and she's come to the rescue! The bow hasn't quite got under yet, but dear God, look, Olympic has come to save us! And you step out on deck, and oh, look at that, it's towering over us on a moonless night. Wouldn't that be a sight to see if that in reality had happened? Like, not only the Titanic maiden voyage sinking, massive amounts of wealthy individuals on board, not only that happening, but her sister ship coming to save the day and docking alongside. The sheer spectacle of the situation, had it actually been a thing, would have been outstanding, would have been an even as equal amazing story that perhaps would have stood up until this day. Look, oh, just look! Look! Are you looking? Right, a fun way you can sync the ship that gives you kind of more control over what's going on is you can press F9 and get the free camera tool. You can grab the ship and you can manipulate it to how you like, and with it in freeze mode, it won't fall or gravity won't take any effect. So what you can do is you can sync it to kind of whatever your heart's content is. So let's just give it kind of a shallow sink. The bow's just kind of tipping underwater, but it's not quite submerged. About there. Yes, mate! Oh, look at that. Oh, things like that really catch you unexpectedly. Like, imagine how it looks with the power still on, the bow under the water. If you were a fish just swimming around, and go, oh, would you look at that? Isn't that really big and pretty? Oh, with the shallow water. This game is so clever, how it does the light and the dynamics. The deep water, very, very dark. Shallow water, it's reflecting on the teak decking, the surface water. Oh, it's good. Right, let's get on board. I'm coming! Oh, look at this. So we're back on the boat deck, and I'm getting vibes of Titanic Adventure Out of Time just because of the colors and everything. And all the stars behind it. It's so good! I'm having such a good time. I've spent about 3 hours recording this stupid video, and I'm happy as a lamb. Right, look at that. The water. Oh, oh, oh. It's so good. I wish I could articulate my emotion greater than it's so good. Falling. Man, that must be so terrifying. You're here, your ship. The water should never be up here, and here it is. It's consuming the deck. There's cranes that are out of action for life now. Right, dear God, we left our handbag on D-deck. It had a really expensive gem inside of it. We must go get it back. But madam, D-deck is underwater. I care not. Don't get in my way. We're going down the staircase all the way down to the bottom to D-deck because that's as far as we can go. Anyway, I'm sure it's fine. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. C-deck is underwater already. D-deck is completely consumed. Oh, come off it. This is amazing. I mean, I think this is part of what the excitement for Titanic Honor and Glory is. The idea of running around the ship as the water is creeping in. I mean, yeah, none of the furniture is floating around. There's no debris. But even still, just to see the water free-forming like this around it, it's scary yet mesmerizing all in one instance. Nice swim. Oh, take a deep breath. Oh, creepy as fuck. So D-deck is gone. The lights are still running somehow, but... Oh, that's, okay, words, what I just caught as I was surfacing. Hang on, go back down, back. Right, look up and you can see the surface of the water just floating there. And you're looking up and it's things you never get to see with your eyes, and it's the things you don't expect to see or even consider seeing when you think of the Titanic. If you think of the sinking, you most of the time just think of it, what's happening. Think of it from the dry bit looking down to the wet bit. Never really from the wet bit looking up to the dry bit. Oh, that's so cool. Right. Can we actually sink this and have to run for the surface because we need to escape? Let's give it a try. So 1 second. Hang on. I've got a grenade. What could go wrong? Whoa, no. Oh, you fucking dumbass. Oh, it's happening. I just dropped it. I didn't actually throw it. I'm back with a grenade. It's not gonna go wrong this time. I'm gonna do it proper. So, gonna throw over there. I can't throw for shit. Fuck. What's going on? Okay, the grenade thing didn't work. I messed it up, but I've discovered a better way to go about sinking this ship. And all you got to do is affect gravity. It's as easy as that. So I'm going to go to weather options, change the gravity level. It's on Earth. I'm going to take it to Neptune. There we go. And now, the sheer weight of the ship and the gravity situation, the buoyancy, blah, 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 it's sinking. Slowly but surely. So right now, I stood on the bridge. You're kind of thinking, well, are we sinking? Can't see any. Oh my God, the well deck's awash. Leg it. Oh, but wait, I've left Mr. Bigglesworth down on D-deck. I have to rescue him before getting to the stern. Man, you're crazy. There's not enough time. Oh, fuck, there's not enough time. Mr. Bigglesworth, I will never forget you. Make for the stern. Make for the poop deck. Oh, but that's where all the shit is. I don't care. Oh, fuck me. That's fucking scary. Wow, that's coming up fast. And it is kind of actually going full-on Titanic. The stern is rising. This is awesome. Who would have thought it had been kind of so easy to kind of replicate the sinking? We have to jump. Oh, that was... Ow! Not so bad. Seeing it in first person like this, with all the body movements and stuff, oh, the shadows, it makes it extra kind of scary. Now, can I get up this final staircase? No! Yes? Maybe? Repeat the question. Come on! Stop rolling around like a dickhead. Come on. The ship is sinking, man. There we go. Oh, God. It's having a terrible time. Look at that. It's twerking a little bit. That's why I'm having a terrible time. It's wiggling, and it's kind of slapping me around. Come on, Michael. Get on that ship. Oh, you're on it. You on it. Stay on it. Oh, it's getting tumbly. Is it actually sinking anymore? Is it kind of giving up on sinking? Dude. Yes, I know you love the ship. You don't have to thrust into it quite so aggressively. Should we increase the gravity and see how Michael fares? Jupiter! Oh, here he goes. It's going full Titanic. Can Michael recover from this one? No, he can't. He's getting sucked under. Oh, God, he's twerking into that railing like something else. Mate! He's like a fish caught in the net. Oh, shit, indeed. Michael, you are less good. Oh, wow. It is flickering and twerking into the darkness below, but that is something. Look, we're just in time to watch the stern slip under the... Oh, it's coming back. Oh, we're just in time to see it. What are you doing? Would you make your mind up? Decide what you want to do. Are you going A Night to Remember, James Cameron, or are you deciding not to sink? Here it goes. It's going under. The final death throes of a mighty legend of a ship that will go down in infamy as the one that definitely sunk and will not come back to the surface. Here it goes, and bloop, it's underwater. Now that's terrifying. Just like being on the surface. And, oh, it's coming back. It's coming back! I have not had enough. I will sink at least one more time, human. What the fuck is it doing? Right, everybody, that's an episode right about that. I hope you have enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Give me a comment down below of your thoughts and opinions. If you want to download this for yourself, there's a link in the description below. All the instructions will be on the webpage. Oh, fuck you, Titanic. You're such a fucking camera hog. Are you filming? Hi! I will say goodbye. Where did I get to? Leave me a comment of your thoughts and opinions. I always read them. I try to reply to as many as I can. And if you want to download this, there's a link in the description below. And on that bombshell, thank you for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.